Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, the Mid-Atlantic chapter of NATAS, the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, welcomes you to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and to the Marriott Hotel at Penn Square for the 2023 Emmy Awards Gala. I'm Jim Buchanan, and speaking on behalf of our chapter's leadership and its Board of Governors, we thank you for joining us on this landmark night as we bring our Emmy Awards show to Central Pennsylvania, and as we celebrate the 41st time that we have gathered together as friends and colleagues to honor excellence in television. So relax, get ready for a fast-paced evening of fun and surprises. And we'll begin our show as soon as we take a moment to recognize and thank the longtime sponsor of this chapter and tonight's Emmy Award Gala, Philadelphia's T2 TV, Temple University Television, and its home facility, the Cal and Lucille Rudman Media Production Center, the Lou Kellen College of Media and Communication. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Pittsburgh's KDKA TV, please give a warm welcome to a multiple Emmy Award recipient, now serving as our chapter president, Corey Martin.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on our chapter's very first Emmy night in Lancaster. It is my privilege and my pleasure to be with you here in central Pennsylvania, the geographical heart of our chapter. NATAS Mid-Atlantic has traditionally held this award ceremony in either Philadelphia or Pittsburgh, and if I'm being honest, I think it's fair to say there is a deep Emmy rivalry between those markets. So we're happy to be here in Lancaster, where we can all see how two bitter enemies, like Sheetz and Wawa, can peacefully coexist. I do want to share some news from our chapter of major initiatives that our Board of Governors and I are committed to develop and implement. We will continue to grow this chapter, not only in the number of members, but also in the diversity of that membership and in the diversity of the exemplary content which we honor each year. Our board and I are also fervently committed to the Next Gen Diversity in Broadcasting Scholarship Fund. Our organization must support the talented young people who will serve as a new generation of storytellers and journalists. They are the future of our profession and of our chapter. Our board has also focused a lot of energy and time on making this evening the best possible Emmy night experience that we can produce and provide. And in the end, it's all about time. We have listened to our members year after year ask us to find a way to pick up the pace of the evening while still being able to enjoy all of the fun, drama, and surprises that are the hallmarks of our annual Emmy Gala. As we have communicated to you in a variety of messages over the past few weeks, we feel that we have finally found the best possible way to achieve that daunting goal, and we hope you'll agree. We have turned to an innovative, wide-ranging media platform that will allow you to express the appreciation and excitement that comes with receiving an Emmy Award while sharing that important moment with people across our chapter, not just with those who are within the confines of this ballroom. And we've enlisted one of our chapter's past presidents and most creative thinkers, Eric Heisler of PHCA, to help explain how it works. Take a look.
All right, let's get right to it. By now, you've probably already heard that our speeches are going to be done a little differently this year, more efficiently, and in a way that lets you share your speeches with your own audiences on whichever platform is best for you. Here's how it's going to work. After you receive your statuette, you will be guided to our red carpeted speech station. You and anyone else part of your winning entry will gather around and record one 30-second speech. Remember, you only get one take, just like you would if you were live on stage, and there is only one 30-second recording per winning entry. Once you are in front of the camera, you will tap the screen to start. Wait for the countdown, and then begin recording your speech. The recording will automatically stop at 30 seconds. If your speech is shorter than 30 seconds, you can stop the video early. At this point, all you need to do is enter some information, your name and phone number, and we'll text you a clip of your speech within seconds. It's that easy. We look forward to hearing from you on the red carpet.
Now, if you want to see that again, just use the QR code found on your table card because, well, we just don't have time to play it twice and still keep the show on time. So please play by the rules so we can all get to what everyone's really here for, the after party. Before I go, there's one more significant responsibility to which we must attend. We owe a debt of thanks to my predecessor in this role. She's a person of uncommon vision who brings vast talent and unending tenacity to every challenge she confronts. Our chapter's immediate past president, Laura McHugh. Laura was unable to be here tonight, but please give her another round of applause and appreciation for her dedication to the chapter. Thank you and enjoy your evening.
Well, we have a great show coming up this evening, but before we bring out our first presenter, please turn to the screens to meet our first Silver Circle inductee. Here's Natasha Brown from CBS Philadelphia.
I knew I wanted to be in TV news since I was in about 8th grade or so. That's when I really started paying attention to newscasters. I remember practicing reading aloud in the mirror using newspapers and magazines. Now, here I am, 30 years later, no more practicing. This is all very real. Every step along the way teaching me how to be my best, most authentic self. I started out in Florence, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, shooting, writing, and editing my own stories, and then back to my home state of Virginia, in Richmond, where my mom could watch me, and you best believe she would tell me if she didn't like my hair or something I was wearing.
Meantime, teachers in the
And then on to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, across the state, where breaking news skills were an integral part of the job.
terror struck at Sandy Hook Elementary.
Little did I know, after moving to Philadelphia 20 years ago, that I would still be privileged enough to come into the homes of folks in the tri-state area. I'm humbled by the places I've been, the experiences I've had, the stories I've been able to tell, and the people who have touched my life with their stories. Always thankful for my family's continued support, my friends and colleagues here at CBS Philadelphia, my little Frenchie Platinum, who I treat like a child, and I'm extremely grateful and humbled by this award. So thank you so much to the Academy.
And now please give a warm welcome to our first Emmy Award presenter of the evening. From CBS Philadelphia, here's Jessica Cartaglia.
Hi, it is so good to be here. Everyone looks fantastic. Thank you so much for a fantastic evening. It is an honor and a pleasure to get you all started. There is no greater roll of the dice for any local TV newsroom than committing to the kind of high-risk, high-reward stories that can put you way ahead of the competition or leave you way behind the 8 ball. We all know this, right? This is breaking news. So here on the big screens are the hard-charging 2023 nominees for Outstanding Breaking News Coverage.
Risconda Sanha, Telemundo 62. East Palestine train derailment, KDKA TV. February 6, 2023, WTAE. Brighton Heights funeral shooting, WPXI TV. Panic on the Parkway, NBC 10.
Okay, here we go. Sorry, I'm going as quickly as I can. East Palestine train derailment, KDKA TV. Congratulations.
You have not evacuated. Please leave the area.
We're following breaking news.
While they're on their way up, I'll read it. Chris, John, Olga, Tom, Lauren, Erica, Allison, Ray, Ken, Ian, Lisa, and Steve. Congrats, guys.
Take a look at that. Fire departments from 3 states, including Pennsylvania, are actively working to get this massive fire under
Congratulations, guys. Okay. Moving right along. Our next Emmy Award category honors our chapter's outstanding human interest short-form content. Here are the engrossing nominees, all of which share a very sharp focus in the power of family in our lives.
Building a Village, Becoming Family, ASR Media Productions. Jason's Ticket Surprise, Fox 29. Composer Ji Wang discusses Enso, the Philadelphia Orchestra.
Okay. The 2023 Emmy Award goes to Building a Village, Becoming a Family, ASR Media Productions. Ashley Russo, Kenneth Sislow, Stephanie Metler, and Abigail Muchler. Congrats, guys.
3 of my younger grandchildren. I was living in Alabama for 15 years. I came home and got the 2, and then one night I got a call, and they said they were taking Chrissy. And I said, okay, I'm coming. They had already determined and had the paperwork there that she was going with me, and I was more than happy to take her home with me.
Congrats. Congrats, you guys. So up next, a late night dinner at a favorite Philly diner, Valentine's from the Lehigh Valley, a shoe-shaped house that is anything but straight-laced, and more captivating stories that hit home for the audience this year. I also love this category because there is a husband and wife team competing against each other. Here are the nominees for Outstanding News Feature, Light presented as a single report.
I Love You to Death, 40 years later. WFMZ TV. Cartas de Amor para el Valle Lehigh. WFMZ TV. A look inside Liberty Bell Diner in Northeast Philadelphia, one of the area's last 24-hour diners. The Philadelphia Inquirer. Take Me Out to the World Series. NBC 10. Ejemplo de Fe. Telemundo 62. Your Moon. CBS Philadelphia. Stay in a Shoe House. WGAL TV.
Okay, and this year's Emmy Award goes to A Look Inside Liberty Bell Diner in Northeast Philadelphia, one of the area's last 24-hour diners, the Philadelphia Inquirer. Congratulations to Jenna Miller.
I love being here. I have my good days, my bad days, but we all do. We're all women. When you have PMS, I have PMS. Not no more per se, but.
Congrats again. Well, the vibrant productions in our next Emmy category celebrate the majesty of great music and the limitless power of human creativity. These are the 2023 nominees for Excellence in Arts long-form content as a single program.
The Philadelphia Orchestra presents Yannick and Lisa Batishvili, the Philadelphia Orchestra. Tamburitsins presents Symbols, WQED Multimedia. Art is Essential, New Jersey Symphony, Purple Critter Media. The Young Person's Guide to the Orchestra, Seven Wonders Cinema.
And the 2023 Emmy Award goes to Art is Essential, New Jersey Symphony, Purple Critter Media. Andrew and Tony, congratulations.
Tonight, the orchestra made an European entrance, which is a slow entrance for the whole orchestra to come in order by rows. Really. Very funny. One of the musicians asked me, "Do you really think the audience is going to keep it?"
Congrats. This is moving right along. Hope everybody's enjoying. Well, the biggest stories require a big response, and our next Emmy category honors that kind of extra energy and effort. Here are the 2023 nominees for Outstanding News Team Coverage.
East Palestine Train Derailment, KDKA-TV. July 4th Chaos, NBC 10. Armor Train Derailment, WTAE. Maria Esmeralda and Super Bowl 57, Telemundo 62.
Okay. And the 2023 Emmy recipient is Maria Esmeralda en el Super Bowl. Muy bien, y felicitaciones. Severo, Alberto, Maria, Emmanuel, Ana, Paula, Jaime, Isabel, Miguel, Shira, Miguel, and Jose. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Can I Muchas gracias. Okay. Thanks, guys. Congrats. Okay. Up next, Emmy honors the talented TV promotion pros who craft the messages that captivate the audience. Here are the honorees for Outstanding Promotion in News Program PSA presented as a single spot.
The Perfect Fit, WPVI TV. WVIA runs all of us. WVIA. No rah-rah speech. Eagles NFC Championship hype video. Eagles Entertainment.
Okay, the Emmy Award for Outstanding Promotion goes to No Rah-Rah Speech, Eagles NFC Championship hype video by Eagles Entertainment. Congratulations, Blaze, Eric, Peter, Nahom,
Yeah, you heard him.
Kira,
You heard
Ray,
what he said.
Jen, Wesley,
Said it don't
and
need
Brian.
No rah-rah speeches. We don't need to be told how to get crunk and when to show up. We all know what's at stake. This is our house. What say you, Nick? How we about to climb this mountain? Together, 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 together. That's what I'm talking about.
Congrats, guys. Well, now we have the honor of bestowing this evening's first award for craft achievement. It is for outstanding work by a writer, and these are the eloquent, impressive, and expressive nominees.
Beth Dolinar, WQED Multimedia. Ali Lanyon, WHTM TV. Tiffany's New Light, Jackie Ferris, WFMZ TV. Silence of Justice, Jackie Ferris, WFMZ TV. Martin D. Ameno Jr., Golf Association of Philadelphia. Joel D. Smith, WHP CBS 21. Fred Rinn, AT&T Sportsnet.
And the 2023 Emmy for Writing goes to Fred Rim from AT&T Sportsnet. Congrats, Fred.
There we go. That's more like it. I told you, the sounds of spring are calling. And that can only mean that summer is just around the corner. And we all know what that sounds like.
Fair ball, a long throw for Hayes. He got it! And Suksuko, it's a game-winning home run into the Allegheny. And Reynolds dives and makes the catch.
Boy, he catches everything.
Congrats, Fred. Well, in TV news, we learned a long time ago that a health story a day helps to keep the doctor and the competition away. Here are tonight's nominees for Outstanding Health and Medical News presented as a single story.
Medical helicopters. WPXI TV. A patient's Hail Mary. WPXI TV. Preocupación por la viruela del mono. Telemundo 62. These Planned Parenthood escorts are at the center of the most consequential issue of our time, the Philadelphia Inquirer. Veterans Psychedelics. NBC 10.
And the award goes to A Patient's Hail Mary, WPXI TV, Catherine, Christopher, Ashley, and JC. Congratulations.
Back from vacation and I felt ill. I thought it was a flu or something.
It sounds like a story for so many after coming home from a long vacation. But in 2017, the story took a much different turn for Sherry Kinsley.
After going to the hospital, I finally got the official diagnosis that it was aggressive large B-cell lymphoma.
Her disbelief quickly turned into determination. Sherry was hopeful that the chemo would work and she'd be here for her daughter's high school graduation the next year.
Up next, a category with stories that are cut from the whole cloth, sweet as candy and clear as crystal. These are the 2023 nominees for Lifestyle Short Form Content.
Inclusive Vintage on Philly's Historic Fabric Row, WHYY. Lehigh Valley Rising, Josh Early Candies, WLVT, PBS 39. Lehigh Valley Rising, Warner Art Glass, WLVT, PBS 39. True Love Seeds, Fox 29, Corinne's Place, WHYY.
Okay. There are 3 recipients in this category. The first recipient is Inclusive Vintage on Philly's Historic Fabric Row, WHYY.
Today, only a handful of textile stores remain, but the Fabric Row neighborhood is anything but dormant. Iconic, long-standing stores like Fleischmann Fabrics and Supplies and Baldwin Fabrics preserve decades-old craftsmanship. In addition to these neighborhood mainstays, you'll find a thriving collection of boutiques, restaurants, record stores, and art galleries. Among the newest to open is Moore Vintage Archive, run by Keyshawn Moore. Moore has been collecting museum-quality.
The second recipient, Lehigh Valley Rising Warner Art Glass, WLVT, PBS 39.
Glass is unlike any other material I've ever worked with. It challenges me.
Glass is one of those things that's unique. There's just a lot of different uses for it.
Cups or bowls, bottles, vases.
There's stained glass, there's mosaic, there's torch work.
You literally can make art with a sheet of colored glass and a
I don't
hammer.
know. Unclear.
Congrats, you guys. And the third recipient is True Love Seeds, Fox 29.
These seeds tell us a story. Every seed is a connection to so many times and places, and the movements of people, the foods that we love, the foods that our ancestors love. Each of these seeds is connected to a food story of a people.
Congratulations, and thank you all for having me. Good luck to everyone tonight.
Before we meet our next Silver Circle inductee, we have this important message of thanks from Peyton Hostetler, a talented freshman majoring in cinema and photography at Robert Morris University. Peyton is the 2023 recipient of our chapter's Next Gen in Media Scholarship.
Good evening. I'm Peyton Hostetler, a freshman cinema and photography major at Robert Morris University. To the Mid-Atlantic Regional Emmy chapter members gathered at tonight's awards banquet, thank you so much for awarding me the 2023 Next Gen Diversity in Broadcast Journalism Scholarship. My hope is that my journey with type 1 diabetes can still contribute a significant meaning to the field of broadcast journalism. It was an honor to be a recipient for an award that will benefit my academic career and guide me on my path to a job in the digital multimedia field. I appreciate your support.
Please help Natus Mid-Atlantic support the next generation of media superstars just like Peyton with your gift to the Next Gen Diversity and Broadcast Scholarship. Just scan the QR code on the card on your table to donate. And now let's meet our first respected 2023 Silver Circle Award honoree. He's one of the legends of Pittsburgh television, John Burnett.
John Burnett was born and raised in Tennessee and played college football for the Volunteers in the 1970s, but for more than 4 decades, he's called Pittsburgh home. John came to Pittsburgh in 1982 when KDKA-TV hired him to co-host Evening Magazine.
Good evening, everyone. I'm John Burnett.
That job took John all over the country and the world on some incredible adventures.
As evening goes to Ireland, I'll test drive the first sports car in Irish history.
For several years, John also co-hosted Pittsburgh Today and later Pittsburgh Today Live. And for decades, he was a trusted KDKA weather forecaster. In fact, John won an Emmy in the 1990s for a series of reports he prepared on tornadoes in Pennsylvania.
Fewer than 5 twisters are typically reported in a given year here in KD country.
John Burnett retired in 2019 after 42 years in broadcasting. But the delight he took in his work, the friendships he nurtured with so many colleagues, and the legacy he earned will not be forgotten.
I have been blessed to work not only on fun stories and fun events, but with fun people, great people. This has been my second family. I don't think I deserved it. I don't think I've been talented enough to be what I've been, where I've been, but I'm here and I've enjoyed every minute of the ride.
As we move forward tonight's Emmy Award Gala, please welcome our next presenter, joining us from WNEP, Lisa Washington.
Hello, everyone. So great to see so many of you, so many familiar faces. In our next award category, Emmy recognizes excellence and innovation in the use of interactive media, and here are the nominees.
Interactive Weather and Science, Fox 29. Ice Cream Social Fan Favorites, WTAE.
And the 2023 Emmy goes to Interactive Weather and Science, Fox 29.
In Burlington County, there's some drops where that are a little bit heavier than everywhere else. Otherwise, just some sprinkles as we saw things are clearing out. And I've got to tell you, I think right now, rain is the last thing we need for some of the plants. Look at this in Chester County. This is on my social media. This is right now. Look at all these daffodils. They're in bloom. That just blows my mind. It's, what, mid-February? And we have this picture in some spots in Chester County? I'm curious about your yard. If your yard's got some flowers blooming, send those pictures in to us. Let's see.
Up next, we honor smart, stylish sports coverage with a personal touch. Here are the 2023 nominees for Outstanding Sports Story News Feature.
Dirt Track Canvas, WPMT Fox 43. Adley's Army, WPMT Fox 43. Title IX at 50, WGAL TV. Athletes Mental Health, WPXI TV.
And the 2023 Emmy Award goes to Athletes Mental Health, WPXI TV.
At least 5 NCAA Division I and II athletes have died by suicide, including South Fayette High School grad Lauren Burnett.
We live in a generation and time period where we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So let's give them a chance. You know what I mean? Let's give them a chance for 2030. Let's give them a chance for the 2020s, right? So I think what we have to really do is come together and speak up. Don't be quiet, speak up.
There's an emphasis more now.
Our next category showcases insightful stories of activism, advocacy, and inspiration. These are the powerful nominees for Outstanding Long-Form Public Affairs.
WTAE listens. Homelessness in Pittsburgh. WTAE. A Force for Change. Esther Bush and the Urban League. WQED Multimedia. The Growing Field. Future Jobs in Agriculture. WQED Multimedia.
And the Public Affairs Emmy goes to The Growing Field, Future Jobs in Agriculture, WQED Multimedia.
Picture a farmer, and you may think of a worker like this. We always will need farmers who work with their hands in the soil and their boots in a corn room.
How are you? It's always going to be a hands-on deal.
But in the 21st century economy, an agricultural worker is just as likely to look like this. Building robots.
And now we turn to another of our craft achievement categories, honoring excellence as a program host or moderator. Here are the multi-talented nominees.
Lisa Sylvester, WPXI-TV. Joe Wobes, WQED Multimedia. Keilani Palmisano, WHYY.
The envelope, please. May I have the envelope? And the Emmy goes to Joe Was, WQED Multimedia.
Now that's a really big word, anthropomorphic. I'm going to tell you what it means. Anthropomorphic basically means animals or characters that act like people. In some way, they have human traits. They might have a personality like a human, or they might dress like a human.
When television news focuses on the most serious challenges that people confront in life, our viewers are engaged, solutions become evident, and positive change is possible. All of the nominees for Outstanding Societal Concern News Report have had major impact on the communities they serve. Here are the nominees.
Housing Loophole, NBC 10. Reserva Ilegal Estacionamientos, Telemundo 62. Derailment Aftermath, Personal Impact, WTAE. A Sheriff's Secrets, WFMZ TV. Philly's affordable housing struggle is part of a history of displacement, the Philadelphia Inquirer. Animal tranquilizer xylazine sweeping Kensington streets, CBS Philadelphia.
There are 2 recipients in this category. The first is Housing Loophole, NBC 10.
Philly's housing authority could build the other housing authority where a voucher holder moved from in order to cover that person's rent. Or PHA can absorb it, paying for it from its own budget.
Those 715 vouchers have not been absorbed, nor will they be.
PHA Director Kelly.
The second recipient, Derailment Aftermath, Personal Impact, WTAE TV.
A familiar sight and sound through the village of East Palestine. It's been this way since 1853, when only 120 people lived here. Freight trains loaded with commercial goods and chemicals every hour.
Our next category, celebrating our chapter's outstanding magazine, produced in long form, offers stories of culture, history, and hometown fun. Here are tonight's nominees.
Via Short Takes, number 303, WVIA. Discover Black Heritage, NBC 10. Keystone Stories, Railroads, Penn State Public Media. Chronicle, Ice Cream Social, WTAE TV. Lehigh Valley Rising, Season 1, Episode 10, WLVT PBS 39.
And the Emmy goes to VIA Short Takes number 303, WVIA.
When I was 10 years old, we used to watch the NFL football with my father, my brother Steve, and I in our living room. And I was 10. I looked at my father one day and said, "Hey, Dad, I'm going to play in the NFL." And instead of my dad dismissing me, which he didn't do, he said, "Well, you just have to work really hard."
Keep it up for the year.
Every birthday, from my 10th birthday to my 18th, my birthday present were always weights.
Up next, we are proud to present our first College and University Student Production Award of the evening. But it wouldn't be Emmy night without a surprise twist. Our panel of judges reviewed submissions and determined that there was only one entry worthy of nomination in the live sporting event game category. This evening's first student award goes to IUP Calm 360 Live Sports Football PSAC Conference Championship Fall 2022, Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
He's off to a very hot start. Yeah, things didn't go his way last week. He threw his first interception last week, had a couple of fumbles. He's fumbled a few times this season, but really, he's looking a lot more like 2018 Bryson Mussina than 2019 Bryson Mussina.
Yeah, he absolutely is. He had the interception last week against Shepherd. Hopefully he can move past that.
And now, as we return to our professional Emmy categories, here are the thought-provoking nominees for this year's Outstanding Historical Cultural Short-Form Content.
Wildcat, the peaks and valleys of Laurel Mountain Ski Resort. TribLive.com. Gordon Parks in Pittsburgh. WQED Multimedia. Lehigh Valley Rising, Larry Holmes. WLVT PBS 39. The Tale of Two Statues, Rocky Balboa, Smokin' Joe Frazier, and the Future of Philadelphia Boxing. WHYY. The African American Heritage Museum of Southern New Jersey. WHYY. Illumination. Ascension. Edgar Allan Poe National Historic Site. WHYY.
And the Emmy is awarded to the African American Heritage Museum of Southern New Jersey, WHYY.
I asked the clerk if they had anything that was African American or black, and she said they had one thing, but it was in the back room, and Buster wanted to put it out. So I says, "Miss, I have cash money. I'll buy whatever you have." She brought out this book about Little Black Sambo, and that was the beginning of my collection of African American memorabilia. I was buying these things from my personal collection, and I didn't have to share them with anyone except my friends. And they would come to the house and say, "This place is like a museum." And that planted a seed in my head that perhaps one day that we could be.
It has been great to be with you all this evening. Thank you so much.
And now we recognize another of our 2023 Natas Mid-Atlantic Silver Circle nominees and inductees, Jaciel Cordoba.
Thought I'd be waking up at 3 a.m. on weekdays for 20 years. Not me. But I really do enjoy telling people, "Hey, did you know about this?" Early in my career, people would tell me, even my very own mother, "You're too serious. Smile more, loosen up." I think things changed for me when I interviewed some Shakara pro wrestlers, and we worked out a bit where I body slammed one of them. They liked my unserious nature so much, they invited me to join them at one of their professional matches where I did some more body tossing. And that wasn't my last time on stage. I played the role of Mr. in The Color Purple at my local theater.
You got to kill that rat with the sick rolling pin.
I'd say I'm pretty loose now, but I'm serious when I say thank you to the Academy for this Silver Circle honor.
We now turn to our regional chapter vice president, Matt Maisel, who will present our next set of awards.
Good evening, everyone. I promise I didn't plan this, but I have to wish a happy birthday to my beautiful wife, Tina. And also, Corey talked at the start of the night about how nights like this unite Pennsylvania, unite the chapter. Well, nothing unites Pittsburgh and Philadelphia together than being able to laugh collectively at the Atlanta Braves. So, hope everyone's having a fun night. Attaboy to all the nominees, right? All right, so from perfect segue, we talk about a sports category. From the rink to the field to the court, our next group of nominees knows how to get your adrenaline pumping. Here are the nominees for sporting event or game as a live broadcast.
AHL Hockey, Lehigh Valley Phantoms versus Hartford Wolfpack, Service Electric Network. 2022 Eagles preseason broadcast, Eagles Entertainment. Pittsburgh Steelers preseason television broadcast, Pittsburgh Steelers. 76ers basketball on NBC Sports Philadelphia, NBC Sports Philadelphia.
And the Emmy goes to 76ers basketball on NBC Sports Philadelphia, NBC Sports Philadelphia.
Junior, 3-on-3, no good. Rebound hard.
Doing that rebounding thing again, which you love to see.
Sixers doing well as a team rebounding. Position down low for Embiid, skips it to Harris. Tobias Harris, out to Tyrese Maxey for three. Yes, sir! 3 triples!
Next, Emmy honors those who spend weeks doing research to get to the heart of an issue. Here are this year's nominees for Investigative News Report.
Action News investigates dangerous bridges, WTAE, plotting crimes, NBC 10, burning coal country, WFMZ TV.
And the Emmy goes to Plotting Crimes, NBC 10.
NBC 10 investigators found that for years, when the police made a typo or couldn't get an accurate location for a crime, the department moved the crime to Disney World. The theme park became a dumping ground for inaccurate data, which led to more than 5,000 Philadelphia crimes in the past 6 years.
We now visit the stories that focus on the lessons learned in the classroom, as well as the challenges facing our present-day education system. Here are the nominees for short-form stories on education and schools.
Keystone Edition reports, using language to connect with students. WVIA TV. Keystone Edition reports, preparing youth for their futures at the STARS program. WVIA TV. I'm Your Neighbor, Aquila Kikora Franklin. WPSU Penn State. Matthew Kramer, autistic teen learns with a letterboard. WHY Live. How to control our emotions and the zones of regulation, Wellness 101 Junior. The Production Pocket Knife LLC. A life-changing experience. Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
And the Emmy goes to A Life-Changing Experience, IUP.
What is it worth to have a life-changing experience? If we have the opportunity.
Now we turn to recognize the reporters who tell the personal stories of people in our communities across the chapter. Here are the distinguished nominees for Outstanding Reporter in Features Human Interest.
Chandy Chapman, WTAE TV. Seth Kaplan, WHTN ABC 27. Caitlin Smith, WGAL TV. Matt DeLucia, NBC 10. Jackie Ferris, WFMZ TV.
And the Emmy goes to Caitlin Smith, WGAL. Our next category also connects viewers with stories that impact our communities. Emmy honors the nominees in Societal Concerns, short-form content.
Your Democracy. How do cases reach the Supreme Court? WHYY. Keystone Edition reports. Central PA Food Bank and Second Harvest Military share program. WVIA TV. Salud en la Casa. ASR Media Productions. Funny Farm Rescue and Animal Sanctuary. WHYY. Optic Voices, Mama's Voice. Your Mom's House, Inc.
And the Emmy goes to Your Democracy. How do cases reach the Supreme Court? WHYY.
Here's the tricky part. You may have noticed the words "In God We Trust" on our money. And Congress opens every session with a prayer. And in schools, students recite the Pledge of Allegiance when they say "one nation under God." And the president says, "So help me God," when they take the oath of office. It's confusing. Students do not have to say "one nation under God." As a matter of fact, students cannot be forced to say the Pledge of Allegiance at all.
Our next generation of broadcasters have a wide variety of issues covered in our next Student Award category. Here are the nominees for the Student Award for coverage of arts and entertainment or cultural affairs.
Temple Smash, Temple University, TU, TV. Pitt to the Point, Pittsburgh's St. Patrick's Day Parade, University of Pittsburgh. In the Jeans, Penn State University. Irish Design Center, University of Pittsburgh. Trashbot, the new AI solution to recycling, ANSYS innovations at Pitt and around the world. University of Pittsburgh.
And the Crystal Pillar goes to In the Jeans, Penn State University.
Scotland's largest export. In many ways, its national identity, its popular pastime, whiskey. Scotsman Francis Cuthbert knows that better than most. He's the founder of Daphne Distillery, and right now, he's getting ready to close his stills for another season, but not from a lack of business.
The whisky industry has boomed since we started with a massive increase.
All right, what is not to love about stories that save us time and money to try to make life easier? Emmy shines the light on nominees for Business Consumer Technology News Story.
Life-Saving Lunars, WFMZ TV. Car Trouble, Carvana driving customers crazy, WPXI TV. Action News investigates fiberglass in mattresses, WTAE. Telemundo 62 Responde, Carlo Limon, Telemundo 62. Homeowners blindsided, real estate money trap, WPXI TV.
All right, we got two winners in this category. The first recipient is Telemundo 62 Responde, Caro Limon.
Sin dormir para Braulio Rosario.
Yo me sentí devastado.
Yo dije, ¿cómo yo puedo comprar un carro y en vez de resolver un problema, lo que estoy trayéndome es problema?
Todo comenzó en abril de este año cuando Braulio compró un auto de alrededor de $26,000 en Metro Auto Sales en Filadelfia.
Me lo entregan un sábado.
And the second recipient, Homeowners Blindsided, Real Estate Money Trap, WPXI.
A lien on their home by taking just a few $100s.
Free money. That's how they put it. It's free money. That's how they put it. It is free money to you.
But it's not free. This mortgage lien creates a 40-year obligation for the homeowner to pay MV Realty thousands, even if they don't use them as their realtor. The only way to avoid it is if the house doesn't sell for all those decades, and the obligation lives on even after the homeowner dies.
Well, when we aren't together celebrating excellence in our industry, you may be interested in food, music, or home renovations. These popular activities are all included in our next category. Please look at the screens to honor the nominees for lifestyle long-form content.
August Wilson House on Sacred Ground, WQED Multimedia. Check Please, Philly, Emmy Park South, WHYY. You Ought to Know, Philly Area Museums Educate, Entertain, and Inspire, WHYY.
And the Emmy goes to You Ought to Know, Philly Area Museums Educate, Entertain, and Inspire, WHYY.
Are you ready to work out your brain? Because every turn in this building leads you to one of the 60 exhibits that will stimulate your senses and remind you seeing is not believing.
We're a one-of-a-kind edutainment destination that's all about optical illusions. You're going to come, you're going to have a great time and laugh, get some really fun pictures, and you're also going to learn a thing or two about vision and perception and optical illusions.
Each experience is created with a deep understanding of psychology, physics, and the playful kid inside all of us.
We do have immersive rooms where you can walk into them and become part of the illusion. It helps you
Well, congratulations to all of our award recipients so far this evening. We continue the evening by honoring a longtime anchor from here in central Pennsylvania. Our next Silver Circle inductee is the late Rob Hanrahan from WHP CBS 21.
When I was 11, and I remember the day this happened, I used to watch the evening news with both my parents every night, the network news. And I said one day to my mom, I said, how do I get that job? And I pointed up at the TV screen, and she said, I have no idea, Rob, but if that's what you want to do, you'll find a way to do it.
I wish Rob was here today to tell you how he made that dream come true, how he became a genuine, old-school, tell-all-sides journalist, changing lives and opinion with pure facts and information, and all along with perfect anchor hair. But he isn't, and as I try to write a 1-minute 15 package with meaning, ironically his superpower, and I stare at bins of old beta and 3/4 tapes labeled O.J. Simpson trial and Harrisburg City Council controversy and 9/11 coverage, I'm lost in how I could ever honor his career properly. But then I remember his own words.
After 38 years of doing this, I mean, saying thank you is super important, and I mean it sincerely, and it's the easiest way to say everything I want to say in 2 simple words. It sums up all of my feelings.
To the viewers, to the room, on behalf of Rob, thank you.
And now joining us from WFMZ, please welcome Bogona Maria Sevilla Fernandez.
Good evening, buenas noches, hola Telemundo, hola everyone.
Hello, my dear colleagues from WFMC. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you so much to the organization, too. Y que viva la comunidad hispana. I have to say it. Hispanic heritage. Bueno, let's go straight to the thing. Okay, viewers, wake up wanting to know the latest news happening in their community. Our next category celebrates excellence for a morning newscast in a larger market. And the nominees are
Noticiero Telemundo 62 al mediodía. Telemundo 62. Pittsburgh's Action News for This Morning, Remembering Franco. WTAE. Holiday Bitter Blast. WPXI TV. Your Day Pittsburgh. KDKA TV. Phillies World Series Run. NBC 10.
all right. And who's going to win? ¿Cuál es el ganador? Phillies World Series Run, ABC 10. Congratulations, felicidades.
That's the smart. Hoskins with a drive. Left field. Wow! An explosion.
I mean, come on. Unbelievable. Call them the Broad Street Bombers. Not one, not two, but 5 Phillies homers last night, leading the charge for a shutout win in Game 3. Fans are hoping for a dominating repeat tonight at Citizens Bank Park.
Wow, so much excitement here, huh? Congratulations. Okay, let's continue. I don't know, I think I'm gonna read. I prefer to read over here. Our next category is entertainment, long-form content for the single story or program. And the nominees are
The Philly Fanatic saves the 4th. Philadelphia Phillies. WQED Holiday Sessions 2022. WQED Multimedia. Beethoven and St. George's, New Jersey Symphony. Purple Critter Media. The Philadelphia Orchestra presents Yannick and Trivanov. The Philadelphia Orchestra.
all right. And the winner is the Philly Fanatic saves the 4th. Philadelphia Phillies. Congratulations, felicidades.
Fanatic! We've made it.
We've been detecting an unusual amount of seismic activity across the city, the largest coming from Logan Circle.
We've summoned the Council of the MVPs. What do you make of all this?
This is something we haven't seen before. The last time we felt raw energy of this magnitude was 2008.
And 1980 before that.
All right, congratulations. Muchas gracias. Bueno, it's time for a craft category, and we're honoring the talent that covers the specialty topics ranging from business and politics to science and lifestyle reports. The nominees are
Drew Anderson, Fox 29. Harry Lee, WPMT, Fox 43. Angie Moreski, WPXI TV. Susan Shapiro, WGAL TV.
all right, and the winner is, I'm sorry, Angie Moreski, WPXYI TV.
Making it illegal for her to even drive the car.
I haven't driven it since.
Making matters worse, she couldn't even park it at her home, so here it sat in the parking lot at the mall where she works.
It's illegal for me to have it at my house. They will tow it.
She's not kidding. Many local communities, including German Township, here where Jessica lives, have ordinances on the books that prohibit a vehicle with expired tags from even...
Congratulations, felicidades. Bueno, seguimos. Let's continue. This next category shines a spotlight on the value of being inclusive in our storytelling. The category is diversity, equity, and inclusion, long-form content. The nominees are
celebrating the 50th anniversary of Episcopal Academy's first Black graduates, the Episcopal Academy. Remembering Pittsburgh's Chinatown, WQED Multimedia. Celebrating Black history, salute to past, present, and future. CBS Philadelphia. A fresh cut conversation, a look at gun violence in Philadelphia. CBS Philadelphia. Fox 29, a cause for pride special. Fox 29.
All right, all right. All right. The winner is a first cut conversation, a closer look at gun violence in Philadelphia, CBS Philadelphia. Congratulations.
If a 60-year-old kid can go to bed at night with a 357 under his bed pillow, that's a problem.
The cognitive dissonance, right? They say, oh, I'm ready to die, but they're killing the live.
There's a lot of systemic issues that eventually was the root cause. But at the same time, like, there's a lack of cultural and community accountability.
Speaking to the accountability and conviction and arrest, that's all after the fact. I want to be before the fact. I don't want to have a super successful prosecutor's office.
All right. Nice to meet you. All right, congratulations. Woo, I have goosebumps. Okay, our next Emmy category recognizes excellence in news coverage of topics related to schools, teaching, or education. The nominees for education or schools news story are...
Escuela resalta diversidad y da bienvenida a estudiantes de varios países. WFMZ TV.
Yay!
A look into Pennsylvania's fair funding fight. WNEP TV. Building a Better Future. WTAJ TV. Safety drill failures. NBC 10. Stomping Grounds. NBC 10.
All right, all right. And the winner is Stomping Grounds, NBC 10. ¡Felicidades!
Youthville Philadelphia Charter School takes a unique approach to education with hands-on, on-the-job learning.
We're taking students who are 18 to 21, and we're basically picking up wherever they left off to get that last year through. And we are an accredited school. They get actual diplomas when they leave in addition to the job skills and certifications for their trade.
One of those job skills is working here.
All right. Promotions, PCAs, and commercials have a short time to catch viewers' attention. And this next category recognizes the talented editors who set the pace and bring the art to spot announcements. The nominees for editor spot announcements are...
Tyler Beaumont, James Rudman, Philadelphia Union. Jeffrey Hartney, The Production Pocket Knife LLC. Jack Miller, Giuseppe Esposito, Aaron Spiegel, Pittsburgh Penguins.
All right, and the winner is Philadelphia Union, Tyler Bullman and James Ruthman. Congratulations. Where are you?
Will this be the year? Can this be the year?
We're one performance away from our goal. Champions of the East, right? One performance.
The journey that started months ago has a summit that is now within reach. Along the way, there's been confrontation, domination.
All right. Next, there is no such thing as a slow day in our newsroom, and it takes talent to provide excellent coverage of a story in a single worship, right? This next category is Daily News Report Single Shift, and the nominees are...
Skateboard Bench, Fox 29. Riding the Rain on a South Jersey Day, CBS Philadelphia.
Oh my goodness.
14-year-old football player dies in mother's arms from gunshot wound, NBC 10. Las Ratas, Amenazan, Philadelphia, Telemundo 62. Greene County 911 under fire, KDKA TV. The Balloon Kid, NBC 10.
Congratulations, everyone, and the winner is Greene County 911 Under Fire. KDKA TV, Jennifer Borrasso, reporter.
It's not normal that they wouldn't send an ambulance. I mean, I was begging him.
I'm holding my mom. What's left of my mom? I'll never kiss her again. I'll never hug her again.
It's been nearly 2 years since Kelly Tichnell and Robbie Kronk lost their mom, Diana Kronk. On July 1st, 2020, Robbie alerted his sister that their mom was sick. He couldn't call 911 because there isn't any cell service at their home in Nineveh, Greene County. So Tichnell...
All right, it's time. Yes, let's celebrate. Why not? Celebremos. It's time now for our College Awards, celebrating our college of tomorrow, right? The category is College University Student Production Newscast, and the nominees are...
Courts in Session, Temple University. Inside the Nest, November 8th, Temple University. Temple Update, April 17, 2022, Temple University. Center County Report, March 31st, 2023, Penn State University. Center County Report, March 24, 2023, Penn State University. Center County Report, October 21, 2022, Penn State University.
Center.
After the Whistle, Week 5, September 23, 2022, Penn State University.
All right, and the winner is Center County Report, March 31st, 2023, Penn State University. Congratulations, felicidades. Zachary Kate, anchor. Alexis Jordan, anchor. Noah Georgelis, producer. Dugan Joy, sports anchors. Aiden Torok, director, and Morgan Bolt, reporter. Congratulations, everyone.
Plus, the search for a cause after a powerful explosion kills people at a Pennsylvania chocolate factory as co-workers struggle to cope.
We just don't have no words for it. We don't know what to say. Our hearts goes out to
Penn State! Congratulations. Okay, this next category honors, recognizes the quality and breadth of an organization's overall sports news coverage. And this year's nominees for sports excellence are...
Philadelphia Union. Pittsburgh's Action Sports, WTAE.
Yes, gana mi compañero. All right. And the winner is Philadelphia Union, Tyler Beaumont, producer. Congratulations. This is our excellence. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Hope that you're having a wonderful night. Muchas gracias. And let's do it. Let's continue this show. Thank you. Bye.
It's now time to meet our next Silver Circle inductee, Dan Henninger.
Good evening, everybody. I'm honored and humbled to receive this prestigious recognition. When I started my career 44 years ago, I was hired as a courier and chauffeur for WTAE and our parent company at the time, Hearst Broadcasting. On my first day, the receptionist told me to go directly to the promotion director's office. I introduced myself and he handed me a small box and told me never to show up for work or be seen in public without its contents. And 44 years later, I still have it. It's this 4-pin on my lapel. Over the years, I've held many positions across WTAE, including in the newsroom, engineering, programming, and finally administration. I've been involved with producing and field producing Super Bowl and Stanley Cup specials and parades, Steelers primetime shows, telethons, live auctions, and most major news events impacting Western Pennsylvania. But I think one of my most significant accomplishments has been my leadership of WTAE's Project Bundle Up, which we offer in partnership with the Salvation Army. Since 1986, we've raised more than $16 million and have helped over 300,000 children and seniors receive new outerwear. In conclusion, I want to thank my colleagues at WTAE for nominating me for the Silver Circle Society and thank the Natus Mid-Atlantic chapter for honoring me with this prestigious award. Thank you and good evening.
Keep the celebration going after the show concludes. The Natus Board of Governors invites you to join the after party, one floor up in the Commonwealth Ballroom. We'll see you there. It's my pleasure to introduce to you Chandy Chapman from WTAE in Pittsburgh.
And an extra congratulations to Dan Henniger. I have to say that before we start. Thank you so much for letting me present the next category. And we're turning our attention back to morning news, and this time it's to honor Newscast Morning Medium Markets 39 and smaller. And the nominees are
ABC 27 News Daybreak, WHTM ABC 27, WGAL News 8 Today, WGAL TV, ABC 27 News at noon, WHTM ABC 27.
And the Emmy Award goes to WGAL News 8 Today.
Begins with breaking news.
Good morning, I'm Caitlin Smith. We start with that breaking news.
I'm Matt Barquero. Right now, firefighters on the scene of a fire at a hotel in Lancaster County. News 8's Kate Merriman is there live from the scene. Kate, what's the latest?
All right, so this is all at the Amish View Inn and Suites in Birmingham, and you can see crews still on the scene here. They had the ladder up, and you can see that. Now, let me tell you this. We talked about
This next Emmy category recognizes excellence in content that informs viewers about our community's most pressing issues. In the category of societal concerns, long-form content, the nominees are
Give Me Shelter, Suicide, E-MediaWorks. Voices, The Prison System, WQED Multimedia. Opioids Crisis to Hope, WBRE, WYOU TV. Autism Aging Out, WQED Multimedia. Mind Over Matter, Veterans Wounded Within, WVIA. La Crisis Migratoria llega a Philadelphia, Telemundo 62. Save Our Streets, The Music of Peace, Fox 29.
And guess what? There are two recipients in this category. The first recipient is Give Me Shelter, Suicide, E-MediaWorks.
Attempt suicide, attempt survivor.
In February of 2014, I lost my 19-year-old son to suicide.
My husband and I had 2 children. Kurt was 22 years old, and he died in 1999. Jason was 36 years old. He really had struggled for years to stay with us.
And the second recipient is Autism Aging Out, WQED Multimedia.
Today, discover what it takes to navigate a complex system to secure services for adults with autism and find out who faces additional barriers along the way.
I didn't want families to go through what I went through. I would change that it wouldn't be such a fight for parents to get the resources they need for their adult with autism. And people need to hear that again and again, that given the right resources and everything, things can turn out really great for them.
There's 2 recipients. There are 2 recipients. Our celebration of sports reporting continues with the category of Sports Story News Single Story. And the nominees in this category are
A very unique course, WHTM ABC 27. The Biblical Big Game, NBC 10.
And we're pleased to present this year's Emmy Award to The Biblical Big Game, NBC 10.
was written thousands of years ago, but it still speaks to us today.
And especially this weekend, when Shabbat services around the world will feature two big names.
In Exodus 18, we find the word chiefs quite a few times. And then the immediate chapter right after it, Exodus 19.
It's time for another craft category, and this one recognizes excellence for photographer in news or sports. The talented nominees are
Brad Now, CBS Philadelphia. Ted Greenberg, NBC 10. Dan Lee, NBC 10.
And the winner is Brad New, CBS Philadelphia.
This game is easy to learn. The rules only take a few minutes to understand, but it is incredibly complex.
My wife had told me to get a hobby, so I got a hobby, and then she says I play too much chess.
It's never the same game at the end of the day. I always have a different game outcome.
Oh, thank you. Thanks so much. Up now, we shine the spotlight on reports that grip viewers with their personal, emotional, or creative storytelling techniques. The category is News Feature, multiple reports, and the nominees are
The Science of Justice, WFMZ TV. Indignación en caso de Irving Myron Guzman, Telemundo 62. Unsolved, Murdered, or Missing, WGAL TV. Fred and His Violin, KDKA TV.
A big congratulations to this year's recipient, The Science of Justice, WFMZ, Jackie Ferris, and Stephen Dean.
Rosalie says evidence of the brutal attack remained.
We saw glass on the floor by the back door, and there was blood on the refrigerator.
Rosalie says the first time investigators paid her a visit was 5 years after the murder, and then again in 2017.
But it's a good place to sit. I can watch everything that goes on out there.
Rosalie took these pictures from her perch. Over the years, investigators kept reevaluating.
This next category honors confirmed facts, evidence, and reliable information that guides viewers as they make decisions about their health and the world they live in. The category is Health Science Environmental Short-Form Content, and the nominees are
The Philadelphia Mycology Club, WHYY. Mind Over Matter, Monica's story, Living with Psychosis, WVIA-TV. The Astonishing Truth About Vaping, How to Teach Your Kids About Vaping, Wellness 101 Junior, The Production Pocket Knife LLC. It's flu season again, Wellness 101 Show, The Production Pocket Knife LLC. Beer to Biogas, Dickinson College.
And we're pleased to present this year's award to Beer to Biogas, Dickinson College.
Beers have four main ingredients: water, malt, hops, and yeast. Malt Pitcher is a local brewery in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. We have a 7-barrel direct fire brew house. Some of our batches can get up to about 1,000 pounds of grain per batch. So after the mash is done, we still have what we call spent grain, and that has to go somewhere.
Let's now recognize excellence in the craft of graphic arts and motion graphics. Here are the talented nominees.
Troy Bauer, WPBI-TV. Pace Fjord, Saibi Bloss, Philly Cam.
And the Emmy Award goes to Troy Bauer, WPVI-TV.
Radars are a meteorologist's best friend, and they've come a long way over the years. Doppler radars were first used for weather forecasting on a daily basis in the 80s, but were limited. Now, with new technology, they can detect activity like wind speed and even debris from tornadoes with pinpoint accuracy.
We're honoring excellence in another college university category right now. The nominees for Student Sports Story or Segment are
The Hype Guy, Lee Farrell, Temple University. Aaliyah Nelson, Basketball to TikTok, Temple University. A dynamic duo, Tashid and Aman, Temple University. Messiah Basketball's lifelong fan, Messiah University. Fighting for Rudy, a source of inspiration, Penn State University. From granite to greatness, Penn State University. Penn State Boxing, a century and counting, Penn State University.
Congratulations to this year's recipient, a dynamic duo, Tashid and Ahmed, Temple University.
Tashid Carr is more than just a basketball trainer.
What I understand now is that this is the purpose of my life.
Born and raised in West Philadelphia, Tashid has been coaching kids in the inner city since ending his time playing D1 at St. Joe's in 2009.
Me personally, and it's just me being unbiased, I think he's one of the best trainers in the city.
His students are in and out of his facility on West Tioga Street 5 days a week. The building used to be his old stomping ground before he gave it the name City.
Congratulations. Now we recognize the general assignment reporters who produce and deliver content within a typical daily shift. For Talent Reporter Daily News, the nominees are
Chris O'Connell, Fox 29. Sharira Arias, Telemundo 62. Susan Shapiro, WGAL.
The Emmy Award for Talent Reporter Daily News goes to Susan Shapiro, WGAL-TV.
The bird is doing well, being treated for a laceration on its leg and some ruffled feathers. Tracy Young was just happy it all ended well.
It was surprising, but thank goodness it turned out good, safe. Everybody was safe.
Once the wound heals, the hawk will be put into this specially designed cage known as a mew. It will be able to practice perching and take short flights. And then it will be put into a...
Thank you so much.
Candace Kelly has been a staple on the air at WBRE. She's a multiple Emmy recipient and our next inductee into the Silver Circle Society.
Thank you so much. This really is a pinch me moment, getting inducted into the Natus Silver Circle. I don't even know how I got here or if I even belong, but it is an incredible honor and a privilege, and I am truly grateful. When I started this career in 1998, I never dreamed where it would take me. I was just so happy to be working with hardworking journalists who truly want to make a difference. It was exciting and exhilarating, and it still is. But it was also life-changing for me because it brought me to Northeastern PA from Minnesota. It's where I grew as a journalist, grew as a human, and where I grew my family with my husband and 2 daughters, and I am eternally grateful for all of their support. This can be a tough business at times, but it can also be quite rewarding with the voices that we can amplify and the wrongs we can right and all that good we can highlight. I always tell my husband, I'm gonna keep riding this train until it stops, and hopefully that's not anytime soon. So thank you to my peers who have helped guide me along the way, and thank you, Natus, for recognizing all of us and our contributions.
Please welcome back to the stage our chapter president, Corey Martin.
I hope you're all enjoying the award ceremony, the first one ever hosted in Lancaster. And since we are in the Susquehanna Valley, how fitting it is that we are honoring one of the most recognizable anchors of the last several decades to be on TV here. Ron Martin dedicated nearly 40 years of his broadcasting career to WGAL TV. In that time, he served the same community in which he grew up, a commitment that has continued even after his retirement in 2020. Ron was the presence so many viewers, and his connection to the Susquehanna Valley is evident still today. Because many viewers still ask how he's doing and say they miss seeing him on TV every night. His distinguished career of service to local broadcasting is why the leadership of our Natus Mid-Atlantic chapter has decided to honor Ron Martin with our highest accolade, the 2023 Board of Governors Award. To tell us a little more about Ron and his career, here is one of his longtime colleagues at WGAL and friend, and a 2018 Silver Circle inductee, Kim Lemon.
Inspiration comes to each of us in quiet moments, in friendships, in family, and sometimes in a busy newsroom. Our Governor's Award recipient, Ron Martin, is such an inspiration. Ron grew up in the Parkway Homes housing project in York, Pennsylvania, and as a teenager would dream of becoming a professional journalist and news anchor at WGAL. He started as a desk assistant at NBC News in Washington, D.C., during his college years as a student at Howard University. His first professional on-air job was as a reporter and news announcer at WSBA Radio in York, under the leadership of his mentor and friend, news director Ed Wickenheiser. Ron would move into television not long after as a reporter at WHP-TV in Harrisburg, and in 1983 rejoined Wickenheiser at WGAL-TV.
Susquehanna Valley Fruit Grove.
There, Ron rose quickly through the ranks as reporter, then weekend news anchor, and finally as a main news anchor.
The tentative agreement was hammered.
Along the way, he found his own inspiration in stories and opportunity with President Obama, the York race riot trials, and the COVID pandemic.
4 schools will be closed for the rest of the week.
This 6-time Emmy Award winner was recognized for his work as a mentor to hundreds of youngsters and aspiring journalists.
A new poll shows President.
His legacy as a true newsman for more than 40 years is honored to this day by his former co-workers.
Honored to say that I worked with you for more than 20 years, but more importantly, I'm honored to call you my friend.
You taught me about ethics. You taught me about journalism. You taught me how to ask the right questions.
Ron, you have certainly set the bar high here at WGAL and have really been instrumental in mentoring so many journalists along the way.
You were a consummate professional. You did so much work in the community. Mr. York, you did well.
You know, Ron, we talk about the incredible legacy of WGAL, and you have played a major role in that, providing tremendous leadership both on air and off.
Inspiration comes to each of us in sometimes unexpected ways, and most certainly through a shining excellence that is earned through hard work, commitment, and journalistic integrity. Congratulations, Ron Martin, and welcome to a prestigious group, as you are truly worthy of the Board of Governors Award.
Now please welcome to the stage from WGAL, the Mid-Atlantic Chapter's 2023 Board of Governors Award recipient, Ron Martin.
Thank you, and good evening, everyone. Thank you, Kim Lemon, for that wonderful biographical video. Well, it makes me want to go back to work. Tonight, I'd like to express my deepest gratitude to the Mid-Atlantic Emmy Board of Governors for bestowing upon me this incredible honor. It's not every day you see a humble anchorman, but tonight you are looking at one. This experience is truly humbling, especially when I consider past winners of this prestigious award. So I accept it with a sense of pride, knowing that my lifelong commitment to broadcast journalism is recognized for making a difference. I also want to accept this award on behalf of those who supported me throughout my career. First, my heartfelt thanks go out to my family members who are here with me this evening. My wife, Millie, my son, Jonathan, and my daughters, Coretta and Veronica. It means a lot for you to be here with me to share this moment. I also extend my gratitude to the talented and dedicated professionals who make up the WGAL family, especially my co-anchors who made me look good for so many years on Channel 8. Kim Lemon, I love you. And Janelle Stelson, who unfortunately couldn't be here with us tonight, thank you for your support, professionalism, and friendship. And I must take a moment to honor two of my mentors who are no longer with us. Vernon Womble, an African-American newspaper reporter at the York Gazette and Daily, who was the first to encourage me to follow my dream to become a journalist. And also I'd be remiss if I did not mention WGAL's Ed Wickenheiser, the legendary news director who believed in local news and believed in me. Lastly, I was reminded that aside from my longevity in broadcast journalism, it was also my commitment to community service that distinguished my career. That was instilled in me a long time ago, that as broadcasters, we have a responsibility to give back to our communities. And just like my mentors, I believed in lifting up the next generation of journalists, offering them the same encouragement and support that was generously given to me. Can't stress enough how crucial that is to young people. And when I first entered the industry, there were not many people of color working on the air in television and radio stations. Today, I can look around with pride, knowing that a new generation is now carrying the torch, and that in some small way, I was part of that. You know, having retired 3 years ago, I believe that my days in the spotlight were behind me. Well, tonight I am genuinely honored to have been proven wrong. Thank you very much for this incredible honor. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Congratulations, Ron, and to all of our Emmy recipients so far this evening. And don't forget to scan the QR code and the postcards on your table to make your donation to the Next Gen Scholarship. And now, please welcome from NBC 10 in Philadelphia, Leah Uko.
Good evening. So I was just asked backstage about a temperature check on how everybody's doing here in the audience tonight. Can we get a temperature check? Are we doing okay? No, Telemundo, NBC 10, we're having a good time over there, is that right? How's everybody doing tonight? It's Saturday night. Okay. If you're in this room, even nominated, you are awarded for doing great work in your communities. That is something to celebrate. And we all look so good tonight. We done cleaned up. All right, so let's get to this, keep this show going. All right, our next category recognizes storytelling that took viewers back in time to revisit historical weather events and shine light on a current issue in schools. With that said, the nominees for documentary single program are
Agnes 50, Life After the Flood, WVIA. Divided attention when the children who need the most receive the least, Philly Cam. Stronger Than Sandy, 10 years later, CBS, Philadelphia.
And the award goes to bear with me. Agnes 50, Life After the Flood, WVIA. Now there they are.
Is my life. Well, that's I mean, it sounds goofy, but we literally were on lawn chairs sitting on the front porch here during the flood.
That's okay, we'll pick
You know, and watching all the stuff go by. And you sit there and think, okay, God, hey, you got this one. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it. If you live on the Isle of Cube.
All right, yes, another round of applause for the winners. All right, crime. Crime can leave lasting effects on the communities we cover. And reporting on these cases, the victims, the trends, they can bring about solutions as well. With that said, here are the nominees for crime news presented as a single report.
Plea deal on trial. What is justice? WPXI TV. Bodeguero asesinado. Telemundo 62. El dolor de una madre. Telemundo 62. Romance scams. NBC 10.
All right, and the award goes to all right, now there are 2 recipients in this category. Turn up. El dolor de una madre, Telemundo 62. Second recipient, romance scams, NBC 10.
Era un niño lleno de vida, un sueño por delante, pero esa persona me lo arrebató. No es justo. No es justo, no piensen en el dolor de las madres.
Over the past year, Carol Moore has spent thousands of dollars on gift cards.
Receipts for gift cards.
She says she did it all for love.
It started on Facebook.
That's where Carol got the message.
Phil Mickelson came in to me.
That's right, Phil Mickelson, the golfer.
He's my favorite player.
Except it isn't Mickelson, it's an imposter.
I mean, in the beginning, it was very nice.
But then it took a turn. She says the fake Phil started asking for gift cards.
All right, next category. Some journalists have a team to rely on as they're putting stories together, but others are a team of one, reporting, researching, shooting, logging, writing the stories, working alone by themselves. These are the nominees for multimedia journalists.
Brandon Goldner, CBS Philadelphia. Ted Greenberg, NBC 10. Cristel Mora, Telemundo 62.
All right, and the winner goes to, I'm getting faster. Okay. Hey, Ted Greenberg, NBC 10.
National Historic Landmark, which houses a museum, spent more than a year undercover. Supply chain issues and bad weather added time to the project. Plus, more rotten wood was discovered under her old skin than expected.
There was a lot of things wrong that wasn't in the scope of work.
The cost also ballooning, over $1 million more than projected.
We are in a major fundraising mode with 2 campaigns.
One of them, a benefit concert this weekend. Lucy had gotten grants, but a significant funding gap remains.
Lucy is forever. So
all right, and some stories journalists cover are moments in time, finished by the time the newscast starts, but others develop over hours, days, and longer. So these nominees covered stories for as long as it took. Nominees for continuing coverage are
Derailment Aftermath, WTAE.
Okay.
Solar Shutdown, WHP, CBS 21. Fear and Fallout, the East Palestine Train Derailment, KDKA TV. The July 4th Shooting, NBC 10. Migrantes llegan a Philadelphia, Telemundo 62. East Palestine Train Derailment, WPXI TV.
And the award for continuing coverage goes to East Palestine Train Derailment, WPXI TV.
Well, Amy, we can still see a lot, even though we are a ways back from that crash site. Now, let's take a look. This is where we are in relation. You can actually see that black smoke still billowing over the top of those buildings there. And closer to us, right at the intersection where I'm standing, there is truck after truck of railroad supplies going back.
All right, so the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. They are quintessential storytelling in sports reporting, but the moments in between, they can get pretty exciting too. So these nominees each found ways to pack it all in. These are the nominees for sports program host, produced, or edited.
Chronicle, The Terrible Towel, WTAE. In the Room, Winter Classic, Pittsburgh Penguins. Unscripted, Jalen Hurts leads the Eagles to the playoffs, Eagles Entertainment. In the Room, Pittsburgh Penguins. Fan Nation, Baseball in the Bird, KDKA TV.
All right. In the Room, filling it, Pittsburgh Penguins.
The Penguins have a win in the Windy City. 5-3 the final score as Pittsburgh celebrates Evgeny Malkin's 1,000th NHL game in style with 2 points and a perfect 3-game road trip.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Penguins Live Weekly. Certainly a memorable week for Gino and his fans and his family.
To see, first of all, Gino's son be involved, his wife got to go out.
Yeah, you're welcome. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Our next category is branded content. Videos produced can help showcase a business or a nonprofit's mission to a wider audience by using creativity and storytelling. Nominees for branded content are
West Shore for Warriors, World War II Hero, West Shore Home, Girls with Game, Little League International, The Rescue, Flying Scooter Productions.
And the winner for branded content is West Shore for Warriors, World War II Hero, West Shore Home.
They hired some Japanese men, and there was a small boy there. He had no shoes on. So I said, how come he doesn't have no shoes on? He can't afford it. So I thought, cigarettes on the black market could buy things. So I gave him several packs of cigarettes, and a couple of days later, he was there and he pointed out he had shoes. To think that once we killed each other, and now we love each other. What a change, what a change.
All right, it's time for another college university student award. Yeah, let's clap for our college students because they are paving the way to keep this thing going. This one is for a news report. This year, student journalists, they not only covered news that happened on their campuses, but how global news events affected students who were studying abroad as well. This year, we have 2 nominees in the category.
The Death of Queen Elizabeth, reaction from London and Tokyo, Temple University, TUTV. Penn State cancels controversial events over security concerns, Penn State University.
And the pillar goes to Penn State cancels controversial event over security concerns, Penn State University.
Dare to struggle.
It is right to rebel.
Chanting and carrying signs. Protesters gathered to speak out against an event sponsored by Uncensored America. Police kept watch on Penn State's campus before the planned appearance by Proud Boy founders Gavin McInnes and comedian Alex Stein. The protest was mainly calm until Stein arrived. That's when things turned chaotic.
Are they getting your picture?
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, news specials. Love this one. News specials give our newsrooms the opportunity to shine. The producers, photojournalists, reporters, anchors, all working together on a project of importance and meaning. And this year's nominees, they're great examples of that collaboration. Nominees for Special News Report are
Celebrating AAPI Heritage, NBC 10. 10 years since Sandy, NBC 10. Puerto Rico, Mauricio Deva Soto, Telemundo 62. An Invisible Cage, a truth about trafficking in Central PA, WPMT Fox 43. Chronicle, Trouble on the Tracks, WTAE. Miracle at Q Creek, 9 for 9, WPXI TV.
winner goes to two recipients in this category. The first recipient, Puerto Rico, Parazo Devastado, Telemundo 62.
Catastróficas inundaciones por el paso del huracán Fiona ponen en riesgo al pueblo puertorriqueño.
El agua subiendo hasta que...
Acumulaciones de lluvias superan estragos dejados por María. Las fallas en la reconstrucción han quedado en evidencia. Millones intentan subsistir en un paraíso devastado.
Second recipient, Miracle at Q Creek, 9 for 9, WPXI TV.
Nine lives to save.
He said, Billy, there's been an accident in the mine, and 9 guys are missing. And we think they're trapped under your farm.
With time not on their side.
You could hear them beating on the steel, so we knew somebody was alive now.
Thank you, everybody. Last temperature check. How are we still doing? All right. Thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet our next Silver Circle inductee. John Musoni is a former news manager with many talents who also served as our chapter's high school awards chair for over 7 years. Let's hear from him right now.
It's quite amazing that I can count both Walt Hunter and Gail King as former co-workers. It's also quite amazing that both Roger LeMay and Bill Morazzo have been my bosses. I want to thank the board for including me in this honor. I hate to say this means I'm old. Let's just say it's a good time to reflect. Let's see, there's channels 10, 29, and 12 in Philadelphia. Throw in a little time with Comcast and some radio stations, and that's a full career. Heck, a month after I moved to Philadelphia from Boston, the Flyers were in their second Stanley Cup parade. Whoops. There are so many stories that I've been a part of. The coverage of Move, Papal visits, the Joe Biden documentary. Can I confess that I've always loved snow coverage? It was me who put school closings on TV for the first time in Philadelphia. You're welcome. So many people to thank. Paul Gluck, a great friend. Thank you. Gene Ashley, thanks for the shout out last year. You are Delaware. During my career, I've tried to give back. Being a mentor, a fair editor, please keep the Native Student Awards going. I have been honored to chair that group. To my sons and their spouses, Paul and Meg, thank you for being here tonight. Eric and Lucy, Keith and Allie, thank you. And a special thank you to you, Beth. You make every day great.
Our next presenter joins us from Fox 29. Let's welcome Chris O'Connell.
Let's hear it for the band. Great to be back here in the market where I started back in 1991. Shout out WLYH, WGAL. Love you guys. And I'm not sure if it was a good idea to come this late, this many whiskeys in, so be prepared, folks. Whether it's 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes, putting together an evening newscast every day is one of the greatest challenges we all face. And as we all know, it takes a great team effort. With these teams went above and beyond this year to deliver breaking news and interesting stories to their viewers. The nominees for Evening Newscast, market 39 and under are
ABC 27 News at 5, Breaking Stories. WHTM, ABC 27. WGAL News 8 at 6. WGAL TV. Newswatch 16 at 11. WNEP TV.
And the winner is WGAL News 8 at 6.
Coverage you can count on. WGAL News 8 at 6 starts now.
I was able to learn from him, to work for him, and to call him my friend.
That him is Lieutenant William Lebo, the Lebanon police officer killed in the line of duty last week. Lebo was remembered today at a celebration of life service. Good evening, I'm Janelle Stone.
Commercials exist to get us excited and probably to pay the bills for most of us. Whether it's a new toy, delicious food, a fast car, or in the case of these nominees, sports teams. Our nominees for Best Commercial Spot are
Pittsburgh Penguins Winter Classic Uniform Reveal. Pittsburgh Penguins. Our Blood Runs Gold. Philadelphia Union.
And the winner is Our Blood Runs Gold, Philadelphia Union, Tyler Summer.
Can you hear it? The sound. It's like the heartbeat of the city. Louder, stronger, and steadier it grows. The cadence of victory. The boom echoes through the streets. A beacon to rally to, and a familiar tone to those who've been watching.
Congratulations. This is one of my favorite categories. One of the hardest jobs of a photojournalist is telling a story without reporting tracking from a story from point A to point B. Except there are some who thrive on that freedom. I know a few of them here tonight. These nominees have told intricate, fascinating stories ranging from stuffed animals to special haircuts to trees, even Pac-Man. Our nominees for Video Essayist are
Lasting Legacy, The Art of a York County Taxidermist, WPMT Fox 43. It's More Than Hair, WVIA TV. NatPats, WHTM ABC 27. Bye Bye Sugar, CBS Philadelphia.
And the Emmy goes to Lasting Legacy, The Art of York County Taxidermist, WPMT Fox 43.
When I was a little kid, I thought I was going to be a veterinarian.
Thank you, Nick.
So I'm kind of working with animals, but in a whole different aspect of it. I was kind of back and forth between like going to art school. My dad had got here.
Well, you think your job is hard? Try being an aspiring journalist in college these days. Take classes all day, study for midterms, then try to put together an Emmy award-winning content in your free time, all in the hopes of landing that job in one of the most competitive industries around. But these students are a sign of hope for this business. The nominees for college and university long-form student production are
For Profit, University of Delaware. Words of Mass Destruction, Big Picture Alliance. Tampa Todd, Temple University. For the Love of the City, Temple University.
And the Emmy goes to For the Love of the City, Temple University.
Every Philadelphian has heard of the Palestra, often dubbed the birthplace of college basketball. The famous arena resides on the south side of Penn's campus and has been home to some of the nation's greatest college basketball games.
And it's still one of the iconic places in Philadelphia, and really one of the iconic places in the United States.
Football has Lambeau. Baseball has Fenway. But for college basketball, its unrivaled Mecca boasts less than 10,000 seats.
Congratulations.
And it's
From a Temple alum to another.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Go Owls! As journalists, one of my favorite reasons for being a journalist, we are purveyors of history. It is imperative we tell the stories of the past so future generations can remember the work done by our predecessors. The nominees for historic and cultural long-form single story or program.
Moments in History, Ruby Golding, the Pennsylvania Cyber Charter School. South Jersey's Unknown Ship Graveyard, Wildwood Video Archive. The story of Mercy Douglas Hospital, WHYY. Tiffany's New Light, WFMZ TV. Lot 47, Telemundo 62. Freedom House Ambulance, the First Responders, WQED Multimedia.
And the Emmy goes to Freedom House Ambulance, the First Responders, WQED Multimedia.
Back in the 60s, you stood a better chance of surviving a gunshot wound in Vietnam than you did a car accident in the city of Pittsburgh.
There weren't ambulances as we think about them today. People called the police, and hopefully the police would actually come and pick them up.
Congratulations. While our Major League Baseball teams in Pennsylvania may be going in two directions, sorry, I gotta laugh at that one. One thing they have in common is their incredible support from their fans. And that means networks covering the Pirates and the Phillies have to rise to their level, and our nominees have done just that tonight. Our nominees for a live sports program are Go Phillies.
Phillies Postgame Live, NBC Sports Philadelphia, Pirates Pregame, Pirates Inaugural Hall of Fame Induction, AT&T Sportsnet, Welcome Home Phillies, NBC 10.
And the Emmy goes to Welcome Home Phillies, NBC 10.
We want to be able to get deep into the playoffs, get deep into October, and get the fans excited again.
Welcome home, Phillies!
Today, the dawn of a brand new Phillies season.
The goal for us as offense is not let that pitcher breathe.
The 2022 Phils come swinging a big stick, and only NBC 10 is bringing you into the cage where one of the new sluggers is putting in work.
I'll say it again, Go Phillies. Diversity, equity, and inclusion is more than just a buzzworthy phrase meant to make us feel good. It is a call to action. As journalists, our job is to tell stories that represent the changing world around us, and these storytellers have done an exemplary job of that. The nominees for diversity, equity, and inclusion for a single news report are
Maestra de la Cultura, Telemundo 62. The Superhero in You, NBC 10. Hispanic Representation, How Did We Get Here? Why Did We Stay? WFMZ TV. How drag has driven acceptance and inclusion for NEPA's LGBTQ community. Focus Journalism. Follow along as one commuter navigates Philly sidewalks using her wheelchair. The Philadelphia Inquirer.
There are 2 recipients in this category. The first recipient is The Superhero in You, NBC 10.
At age 3, Jamar picked up tools and started drawing characters he says he always saw in real life, but never in comic books.
Why can't there be, a Muslim kid? Or why can't there be a blind kid? Or, a kid who's an amputee? I'm dark-skinned, I have locks. People start to, hopefully over time, just accept that everybody is.
I work with her in the field 5 days a week, so I'm very happy for you. Oh, wait. Leah. She says she wants the envelopes. There is a second recipient. I apologize. The second recipient is Hispanic Representation. How did we get here? Why did we stay? WFMZ TV.
Han pasado más de 30 años desde que Doña Virgen Rosa abandonó su pueblo de Juncos en Puerto Rico.
Yo extrañaba todo porque yo nunca había estado, por lo menos aquí en Bethlehem, Pensilvania, nunca había estado.
Cambió las montañas tropicales de esta zona de la isla por las montañas que rodean al Valle Lehigh. Lo hizo en un momento en el que Puerto Rico...
Well, it's not enough anymore for meteorologists to tell you when it's going to rain or snow. You got to add a little personality to any forecast, right? We're not saying you should stand in the middle of a hurricane or snowstorm, but something tells me these nominees would do that if you asked them. That's how entertaining and special they are. For the nominees for talent, weather anchor are
Drew Anderson, Fox 29. Eric Finkenbinder, WHTM ABC 27.
And the Emmy goes to Eric Finkenbinder, WHTM ABC 27.
Another body of water, Susquehanna River. Wormleysburg looking nice. Another mild day, and this is our 3rd warm day that we've seen in a row. But when you take a look of the entire month, we've actually had cooler than average conditions, and we expect that to continue, which is going to lead to colors popping a bit earlier for us.
As climate change becomes a more important part of our daily lives, journalists must rise to that level. It could be an investigation onto holding powerful people accountable or featuring the individuals making our world a better place to live. The nominees for Environment, Science News are
Derrame químico en el Rio, Delaware, Telemundo 62. RPA's stocking practices harming native brook trout. WPMT Fox 43. Missing solar panels. NBC 10.
And the Emmy goes to Missing Solar Panels, NBC 10.
Alyssa Edwards is with Lightsource BP, the company that developed SEPTA's solar project. The transit agency also announced its plans in 2019. One of the sites became operational in February of 2021.
SEPTA says these solar panels right here have already saved them $250,000.
Well, it's now time to meet our last Silver Circle inductee. He's a staple in Harrisburg and has been a part of the WHTM ABC 27 team since 1993. Let's hear now from Dennis Owens.
Greetings from my workplace, the beautiful state capitol. I thank you so much for the honor. And they're giving me an entire minute to sum up a 30-year career. Okay, challenge accepted. Start the clock. There's only one of these. And it began in 1993 doing weekend sports. There was fun and games, playoff games, high school games, of course, Penn State games, interactions with icons.
You tell me.
And interviews that left them green with envy.
You just never know where it'll show up. See ya.
In 1999, things took off as host of Live at 5. We got wacky and the occasional bumpy landing. Ooh. Well, the lawyers wouldn't let me do that today. Started the 7 o'clock news with Valerie Pritchett, anchored the 6 o'clock news with Alicia Richards. And things got political. Governors, presidents.
Thank you, very good. Good job.
Congressmen, conventions, and debates.
If it wasn't for Dennis probably getting involved, I don't think it would have happened.
Spent a lot of time with the fallible, even covered the infallible. Sinners and saints and lots of people in between who are making their communities and our newscasts special. Give us an oppa.
Oppa!
Fact is, stuff happens. Hey. And I've got to watch it from the best seat in the house. I also have to thank my work family, all the great photographers through the years, anchors Alicia and Valerie, who have been here as long as I have, but somehow managed to never age. And my real family, my kids, Madeline, David, and Dylan. You have sacrificed so I can do what I do. Just know that I love you very much.
Just a reminder to join us for the after party upstairs after the conclusion of the awards show. And now it's time to honor and introduce our next presenter, Daisy Jade from KDKA in Pittsburgh.
Hi, everyone. All right, I love that band, and of course, like the announcer said, we have an after party to look forward to, so let's continue this, the awards ceremony. Well, for many viewers, the gold standard of any station is the evening newscast. Newsrooms in Pittsburgh and Philadelphia consistently rise to meet the challenge and expectation, where there is no shortage of breaking news stories every day. The nominees for evening newscast, large market, are
Pittsburgh's Action News 4 at 5 p.m. WTAE. Deadly explosion levels chocolate factory, Fox 29. Train derailment fireball, McKeesport officer shot, WPXI TV. The football ambush, NBC 10. Noticiero Telemundo 62, Edición Estelar, Telemundo 62.
And the Emmy for Large Market Newscast goes to Deadly Explosion Levels Chocolate Factory, Fox 29.
And this is our top story tonight, breaking right now. Skyfox high over what's left of that chocolate factory in West Reading after a ground-shaking blast just before 5 o'clock tonight. Take a look, a Fox 29 exclusive. You can see a huge explosion with debris and flames flying into the air. Our camera actually shaking under the force.
Congratulations. Well, the camera is the window into another dimension. All it takes is a lens and a record button to take someone watching at home or on their phone or computer to a place they've never been. These videographers have the ability to captivate an audience using only their vision, and it's inspiring to see. So the nominees for photographer content are
Rocky Urich, Fire Rock Productions. Andrew McIntyre, Pittsburgh Penguins. David Forsting, WQED Multimedia.
So the Emmy Award goes to Andrew McIntyre, Pittsburgh Penguins.
It's another chapter in a great Metro rivalry as the Penguins meet the Washington Capitals. Off a 7-game losing streak, off a couple of days without a game against the divisional rival, it's Casey DeSmith between the pipes here tonight against the Capitals.
It's a message, subtle as it may be, to the hockey club. I'm putting in the backup goaltender. We've lost 7 in a row.
Congratulations to them. Well, public service announcements have existed for decades, but gone are the days where a simple message will do. So our nominees know that you have to catch a viewer's attention in a creative way. So the nominees for news program or PSA promotion campaign are
Camp Sen at Music Fest, Service Electric Network. PA Fights Dirty, Red House Communications.
I love all the cheering. It's so exciting. All right, well, PA Fights Dirty, Red House Communications is who the Emmy goes to this year. Congratulations.
Cigarette butts may seem small and harmless, but they're a real problem. They make up 1/3 of all litter, can take up to 10 years to decompose, and are filled with dangerous, harmful chemicals, which are toxic to wildlife and humans. So stash them until you can trash them. PA Fights Dirty. This ad was made with PA Litter.
Well, few things can generate such a wide range of emotion other than sports, am I right? Especially all you Pittsburgh fans, right? Well, it gives you the highest of highs and also the lowest of lows. Sports can make you laugh and cry. It brings generations together unlike anything else. So the nominees for Sports One-Time Special are
Would you exchange jerseys with me? Eagles Entertainment. A Call from the Hall, a tribute to Denny Dowd, Blue Ridge Communications. Vern Law, Deacon, AT&T Sportsnet. New Heights, Warriors, Philadelphia Flyers. Camino a Qatar, Telemundo 62. Traveling to Texas with the first public school cheer team to represent Philly at Nationals, the Philadelphia Inquirer. Becoming a pioneer, Nerd Street.
And this year's Emmy goes to New Heights, Warriors, Philadelphia Flyers.
A guy by the name of Eric Lindros, you ever hear of him? Started playing, just dominated the league right when I was just soaking up all things hockey, and that kind of lit the fire.
Nehemiah Tinsley, Chief Petty Officer, United States Navy, retired. So I started watching 86, 87, watching Hextall slash people flinging stuff all around the ice, making great saves. And so I said, okay, I'll try that, right? And that's when I fell in love. Stopping someone from trying to score.
Well, I personally love the arts, and art brightens up our world, makes us think, introduces us to inspiring people. The nominees for short-form arts and entertainment content are
The Piano Man, WQED Multimedia. Billy Jolly, WHYY. My Heroes Actually Have Real Superpowers, ASR Media Productions. Philly Art in Transit, WHYY. Roberto Lugo, Village Potter, WHYY.
And the award goes to My Heroes Actually Have Real Superpowers, ASR Media Productions.
Batman is my favorite superhero. Batman is the only one that doesn't have actual superpowers, but is still a superhero.
How can I not say Wonder Woman? Because I grew up with the Linda Carter Wonder Woman spinning around 1,000 times and having little special bulletproof bracelets. And so to me, I thought, wow, that's a pretty cool superpower.
So these storytellers have captured the human spirit in a way that brings hope, tears, and inspiration. The nominees for Human Interest long-form content are
Old Spaces, New Places feature, Penn State Public Media. Alex Scott, A Stand for Hope, 2022, CBS Philadelphia. Hazelwood, Strengthening Community and Uplifting People, Treehouse.media. Stories from St. Met's, Penn State Public Media. The Letters, A Plea for Help, WQED Multimedia. The Mud, Gus D. Media. As the nation's only recovery home for transgender people, healing is not linear. The Philadelphia Inquirer.
And the award goes to? Oh, so there are two recipients in this category. The first recipient is Alex Scott, A Stand for Hope, CBS Philadelphia.
You need to have a lemonade stand. And she said, I'm not keeping the money, I'm giving it to my doctors so they can help kids the way they helped me. Once she said why she wanted to do the stand, we got moving on it.
She laid out her clothes the night before. She had her Cheerios poured in the bowl because she didn't want to take too much time the next day.
And I said, Alex, you're going to raise $5 or $10. She said,
And the second recipient is The Letters, A Plea for Help, WQED Multimedia.
One of my favorite collections that we have in the archive came about a decade ago. It's a single folder of letters between a woman in Vienna and a man in Pittsburgh. It's mostly bureaucratic in nature, but as you dig into the records, there's an incredible human story there. Gertrude Perles is a Viennese dressmaker, and she has written to Pittsburgh entirely as a cold call. She was reading an issue of Women's Wear Daily and saw Hoffman.
Well, one of the longest running staples of journalism is holding the powerful accountable. So these journalists have asked tough questions of our elected officials, all in the hopes of bettering the lives of the people who voted them into office. So the nominees for Politics and Government News Report are
Tracking the Money, NBC 10. Easy Pass investigation leads to new law, WPXI TV. WVIA News, The Final Push. Candidates go door to door to connect with voters. WVIA TV.
And the Emmy Award goes to Tracking the Money, NBC 10.
Political ads are everywhere, on TV, online, and in mailboxes. And the midterm money is mind-boggling. In the governor's race, we've already seen $50 million be spent in the general election, according to the ad tracking firm Ad.
So as with any job, there is a shelf life to working in news. Sad, but awesome for the next generation, right? What gives us hope, though, are the young men and women who have said, we don't have next, we have now. So the nominees for college and university news, sports, or performing talent are
Eric Jessberger, Temple University. Luke Melly, Temple University. Emily Cochran, Temple University. A.J. Sisson, Penn State University.
And the student pillar goes to A.J. Sisson, Penn State University.
Final Lane himself puts it up and in, drills it in to give them State College a 14-13 lead. The student section is loving it here. They are roaring for their home team, but we'll go into the third quarter. Braden Shrewsbury for State College passes to Lake Black, who finds Ryan Perks in the corner for three. They'll take Harrisburg's lead down to 4, but State College wants to get this.
Well, Penn State, right? I'm a Pitt alum, so I really shouldn't have took part in that. But so for as long as news has existed as a visual or audible medium, the news anchor has been the face of the station. The best to do it are more than just a face or a voice, though. They are beacons of truth. The person you invite in your home every night with you. Open arms because you trust that they will deliver the news of the day with facts, class, and grace. So this year's nominees for Outstanding News Anchor are
Begonia Maria Sevilla Fernandez, WFMZ TV. Lisa Sylvester, WPXI TV. Caitlin Smith, WGAL TV. Maria Baen Smollett, Telemundo 62. Alberto Ruyan, Telemundo 62. Chandy Chapman, WTAE TV.
And this year's Emmy for News Anchor goes to Lisa Sylvester of WPXI TV.
This is very much a developing story. Officials first asked people in the area to leave their homes for a few days, but then they gave that final, very stern warning today, making it clear if they don't, they are risking their lives. And with very good reason, because as we found out today, our live Team 11 coverage now on this story with Amy Hudak. Amy, you were out there when they actually had that explosion. I know you and your photographer, Steve Banfield, were told to move to another live location for your own safety. At the time, you were about a mile away, and you were talking about how you could have this metallic taste in your mouth. So first question first, how are you doing right now?
Well, thank you for having me, and we'll see you guys at the after party. Good luck to everyone else.
Well, this evening we've met our outstanding Silver Circle inductees who have risen to the top of those in the industry with 25 or more years of service. It's now my pleasure to present our Gold Circle inductee from KDKA. With more than 50 years of broadcasting, please meet Paul Martino.
Good evening. What an honor and thrill it is to be recognized by the Mid-Atlantic chapter of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. It's a very touching way to end my career in television news. I owe thanks to many, many people. I'll briefly mention a few. Much love and thanks to my wife, Joy. A special thanks to my 3 children who never knew for sure if I was showing up for their game or recital or if I was out somewhere on breaking news. And a huge thank you goes out to the staff, management, and my former colleagues at one of the finest television stations in the country, KDKA TV. That's where I spent most of my career.
Good morning, I'm Paul Martino in the news. This is all that remains of a medical center in the middle of town. A small delegation of the victims' families met with President Bush at the White House today.
50 years, much has changed. Some things remain the same. We must report the who, what, where, when, and why, and we must tell it in a clear and concise way, and we have to get it right. In closing, there are three great things about this honor. First, there's no better reward than being honored by your colleagues. Secondly, this award makes my family, friends, and loved ones very happy. And finally, for those people who don't like me and weren't happy with my reporting, this really pisses them off. Thank you so much, and God bless.
And now, please welcome to the stage a proud member of the Mid-Atlantic Emmy Silver Circle from WGAL right here in Lancaster. Here's Kim Lemon.
Well, good evening, everyone. What a pleasure to be here with you tonight. And on behalf of the entire WGAL team, welcome to Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Sorry about the rain, but hopefully some of you got to check out Central Market today. Well, this is a big honor, especially for our inductees tonight. Let me find our spot. I was inducted into the Silver Circle in 2018 for 42 years of service at WGAL. And I'm proud to stand with my co-anchor, Ron Martin, who is honored tonight with the Governor's Award. Now, throughout the evening, you have seen presentations of this year's Silver and Gold Circle inductees, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the class of 2023. Some of them are here in person tonight, and some of them are with us tonight in spirit. So let's give them all a big round of applause. Welcome tonight to the Gold Circle, Paul Martino. Congratulations, Paul. And to the Silver Circle, Natasha Brown. John Burnett. Jaciel Cordoba. The late Rob Hanrahan. Dan Henninger. Candace Kelly. John Missoni. And just wait here. And Dennis Owens. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the new members of our Silver Circle Society. The Silver and Gold Circle class of 2023 inductees were nominated by their peers. So if there's someone in your organization who qualifies for this prestigious honor, please nominate them by filling out the nomination form on our chapter's website. Congratulations again, and thank you. Congratulations, guys.
Please welcome to the stage our next presenter, Telemundo 62's Miguel Martinez Valle.
All right, one more time for the inductees, please. Hi, everybody. As was said, I am NBC 10 and Telemundo 62's Miguel Martinez Valle, and I am so excited to be here with y'all tonight. Quick shout out to our team that came ready with all the energy, to my handsome partner who's supporting us through this, and to all of you for sticking with us and looking so great doing it. So are we ready to keep this show on the road? All right, well, when it comes to running a respected news operation, that takes talent, that takes instinct and leadership and so much more. This is one of the most coveted awards of the evening. So let's take a look at the nominees for overall news excellence.
CBS 21 News Excellence. KDKA News. Pittsburgh's Action News 4.
All right. And the award goes to KDKA News, Sean Hoder, Vice President and News Director.
Tanker trains carrying highly combustible, oftentimes toxic chemicals rumble through our cities and towns every day. Each one running the risk of a derailment, fire, and chemical spill, threatening our environment and our lives.
Chlorine, ammonia, and then obviously the high hazard flammable trains that carry different types of crude oil.
Our KDK investigation found the danger to be ever present.
Congratulations. Keep it going. Keep those claps coming. Everyone smile.
Come on, KDK, get on up. Come on, Philly. All right, thank
Here you go, sir.
Thank you.
Congratulations. All right, for our next award, in-depth research and solid reporting. They're front and center. The category is health, environment, science, long-form content, and these are the nominees.
Extreme weather, Fox 29. Mainline Health, Trauma Care Mini Doc, Forge Apollo LLC. Alone, Isolation Hurts, WQED Multimedia.
And this next award goes to Mainline Health, Trauma Care Mini Doc. Let's give it up.
That day I went off to work. It was just a normal day. I probably got up around 4:15, 4:30. So it was dark, still cold in November. So with my job, there is a lot of traveling, and if you're on time, you're late. If you're 10 minutes early, you're on time. So that's how I've always been with work. I didn't know that was going to be the day my life changed.
Okay. Congratulations. Now, from the Little League to the big arenas, our next category, it recognizes excellence in the reporting of sports, short-form content. Let's take a look at the nominees.
Playback, every moment from Eagles vs. 49ers, Eagles Entertainment. From Pittsburgh to Lucasfilm, Dave Filoni's story, Pittsburgh Penguins. It started with a name, Philadelphia Union. Steelers schedule release, Pittsburgh Steelers. Little League World Series, Josiah Porter, Little League International. Steelers fan at heart, Pittsburgh Steelers.
And this award goes to Little League World Series, Josiah Porter, Little League International.
Josiah from the get-go, from age 0, I mean, the kid could catch a ball and could throw it and could hit it. It was almost weird how talented he was in sports. It was about 2 weeks before his 7th birthday. There's a truck parked, it's a work truck. The worker had just accidentally left that tool shelf down, and I didn't even see it. He was 2 steps behind me, and all of a sudden I hear the scream, and it's one of those screams that just, it starts and it gets louder.
Congratulations. Now it's time to honor the people who bring quality historical and cultural news reports to our viewers. Take a look at the big screen for this year's nominees.
Inside Philadelphia Church that inspired MLK Jr.'s approach, CBS Philadelphia. A Different Picture, CBS Philadelphia. Gabriel's Shoe Repair, 50 Years of Soul, KDKA TV. Santo Cerro Natural Park, Sueño Cumplido de la Familia Cunil, WFMZ TV. Black History Month, Fighting for Racial Equality and Quality Education, Fox 29. Freedom Church Mother Bethel set stage for emancipation, NBC 10.
And tonight's award goes to A Different Picture, CBS Philadelphia.
When I look at the flag, I see potential, and I see opportunity. I see a country that's worth fighting for and a way of life that's worth fighting for. My name is Chuck Williams. I was in the Marine Corps from 1965 to 1969, and I was in Vietnam.
Looking sharp, congrats. Keeping the conversation going and the viewers engaged. So that's just one of the jobs of those who bring us interviews and discussion programs. Let's take a look at this year's nominees.
Ryan Shazier's 50 Phenoms, UPMC Digital Content. Check Please, Philadelphia Special Roundtable, WHYY. The 302, Jackie Kennedy Designing the White House, WFMZ TV. Aldea's 40 Under 40, NBC 10.
And the award goes to Ryan Shazier's 50 Phenoms, UPMC Digital Content.
Experiences that you've gone through and how you've overcome and how you just constantly provide positivity is going to bring so much motivation to so many other people.
I'm not going to sit here and tell you that things have always been easy. 2 weeks ago, I fractured my leg. Sitting here talking to you right now with a cast up to my hip isn't exactly easy. I'd like to say that I smile at adversity. When I was 11,
Well, these next Emmy Awards,
it was just not.
the next Emmy Award, it recognizes stations that created video projects that they serve our viewers and improve lives. The category is community service, and these are the nominees.
Project Bundle Up and Project Hunger, WTAE. Future Jobs, WQED Multimedia. Autism, Aging Out, WQED Multimedia.
All right, and the award goes to Autism, Aging Out, WQED Multimedia.
Without further ado, we'll get the video started, and then we'll kind of talk with you about what you're noticing.
In a classroom just outside of Pittsburgh, this is more than just a pizza party.
So we brought in our students today to have a little luncheon and learn about what it's like to work in the banking and finance industry.
Educators.
Now we honor those who tell the stories that stay in our minds and, more importantly, in our hearts long after we've watched them. These are the nominees for Outstanding Human Interest News Report.
Teens operating steam engine draws attention wherever it goes. WPMT Fox 43. Super Cow. NBC 10. Peligrosa Ruta al Sueño Americano. Telemundo 62. Saving Mark Sims. WPXI TV. Journey to Become a Mother. CBS Philadelphia.
All right, so we got 2 winners for this category, so there's extra excitement going on. The first recipient is Teens Operating Steam Engine Draws Attention Wherever It Goes, WMT Fox 43.
This started with me probably when I was 2-3 years old. It's quite an interesting machine from everything. It's kind of your early multi-purpose do everything. You're generating steam for something stationary, you're generating electricity.
And the second recipient is Peligrosa Ruta al Sueño Americano, Telemundo 62.
Y es que no hay manera de prepararse para un viaje como el que emprendió Ronaldo Torres.
Es ver personas muertas a tu alrededor, personas sufriendo una hipotermia de noche o ver personas que quedan atrapadas en un río, escuchar historias de mujeres que violan.
Un viaje de miles de millas desde su natal Colombia, pasando por la selva de Dairén, a través de Centroamérica.
I'm back. Art and music, they're staples in the world of education. And these nominees, they came to cover both in the category of long-form educational content. Let's take a look.
Cartoon Academy, Dinosaurs, WQED Multimedia. The Philadelphia Orchestra presents the 2023 Virtual School Concert, the Philadelphia Orchestra.
All right. And for my last award of the night, the Emmy goes to Cartoon Academy, Dinosaurs, WQED Multimedia. Congratulations.
We're going to draw the king of the dinosaurs, Tyrannosaurus Rex. Ready, set, let's draw. We're going to begin with the brow above the eyes.
Love the jacket.
Thank you very much. Round.
We'll see everyone at the after party.
A couple quick lines right near the corner of the eye.
Well, I'm Jim Buchanan, former and retired broadcast meteorologist here in the central Pennsylvania market, and it's been my pleasure to once again be your backstage announcer for the Mid-Atlantic Emmys. And congratulations to all of our award recipients this evening. Please join us for the after party upstairs. And now, a fellow broadcast meteorologist, please welcome to the stage our next presenter from ABC 27, WHTM, Eric Finkenbinder.
Boy, I really hope they join us for the after party. Hey, it's been an exciting evening here at the 2023 Mid-Atlantic Emmys, and I'm excited to be here to present the final set of categories. When it comes to features, there are lighthearted ones, then there are more serious ones. The ones that make you think, make you care, and sometimes make you cry. Bottom line, they make you feel. Here are the nominees for News Feature, Serious Single Report.
PTSD Discovery, NBC 10. Two Guns, Two Gloves, CBS Philadelphia. Violence, Hoops, and Hope, CBS Philadelphia. An Honor Worth the Wait, WHTM TV. Domestic violence survivor reclaims her voice, WHP CBS 21. Violation, Middletown hazing, WHP CBS 21. Fox 43 reveals the high-stakes game of club sports, WPMT Fox 43. A Deep Loss, WTAJ TV.
And the award goes to Two Guns, Two Gloves, CBS Philadelphia.
Philly is the fight town. But today we're losing that fight. But it's a different kind of fight. You know, it was more of a gunfight.
You better get ready. You gotta walk right on in. Come on, gear up, gear up.
A lot of innocent people is getting killed because guys just put bullets in a gun.
Our next award honors craft achievement, specifically the people who know that when it comes to their work, every frame matters. The category is editor, content, and these are the nominees.
Todd Ballantyne, ACB Films. Greg Loscar, KDKA TV. Pittsburgh Penguins, Andrew McIntyre, Cody Shughart. Michael Henry, CBS Philadelphia.
And the award goes to Greg Loscar, KDKA TV.
You know, there's nothing like having a one-of-one vintage item that you wear out and like, everyone's like, where'd you get that? And it's like, it's vintage, like it's basically one of a kind, you know what I mean? I'm the owner of Elcon Threads, a vintage clothing business based out of the University of Pittsburgh. I'm here today with Christian at the closet. I started thrifting.
Well, this next category recognizes outstanding coverage in an area that's fundamental to our democracy. Here are the nominees for politics, government, long-form content, single program.
Decisión 2022, Telemundo 62. Voices, Activism, WQED Multimedia. Voter Guide, WGAL TV.
And the award goes to Voices, Activism, WQED Multimedia.
Classic picture we all think of when someone says activist is someone out marching with signs.
It's important that we keep finding ways to assert action, behavior, in order to have a sense of control.
I
I believe that my voice, along with everybody else's voice, can, does, and will continue to make a difference.
So
From the sidelines to the broadcast booth, the next nominees in our next category, Eat, Sleep, and Breathe Sports. Take a look at this year's nominees in Talent Sports.
Roberto Vinces, WFMZ TV. Dan Potash, AT&T Sportsnet. Barbara Barr, WGAL TV.
And the award goes to Dan Potash, AT&T Sportsnet.
Well, hello once again, and welcome to Penguins Hockey, and welcome to beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia. Now, I can't bring you this kind of backdrop for tonight's game between the Penguins and the Canucks, but what I can bring you is a very hungry Penguins team, hungry for 2 points. And speaking of hunger, how about the rookie debut of Sam Poulin? I mean, he was great the other night against Calgary. So what's next? For more on that, let's take you inside Rogers Arena, where Steve and Bob are standing by.
Making sure all people are seen and all voices are heard. That's the focus of the work featured in our next category. Diversity, equity, inclusion, short form content, single report. Here are the nominees.
Concert for the Human Family, WHYY. VIA Short Takes, It's More Than Hair, WVIA TV. What Black Resistance Means at Pitt, University of Pittsburgh. Autism, Isolation, and Inclusion, WQED Multimedia. Hear Me, See Me, Know Me, The Welcome Project, PA, Big Picture Alliance. Brian Dawkins Impact Foundation and Caring People Alliance, Fire Rock Production.
And the award goes to VIA Short Takes, It's More Than Hair, WVIA TV.
Our hair defies gravity. It is magical. It's important to show you the beauty of simply being yourself in a society that tells you you should never be satisfied with who you are naturally.
It's bigger than hair to us. Hair is one of those complicated areas where we're debating and arguing about what our visible identities are and recognizing that there are a multiplicity of ways to do it, but also recognizing
The nominated works in our next category showcase great creativity and passion. One for the ear, the other for the eye. The category is Arts, Entertainment, News, Single Story. And these are the nominees.
Rise, Judge Rise, CBS Philadelphia. Adele's Piano Man, NBC 10.
And the award goes to Adele's Piano Man, NBC 10.
I would come home from school and I would eat some food and I would go upstairs to my room and I'd practice until I fell asleep.
All Eric Morgan wanted to do was play the piano.
And then I would wake up, practice a little bit before I go to school.
Now he does for one of the most successful singers of our time.
What was it like when you got that call that, yes, Adele wanted you? You were the chosen one.
I lost it, man. You know what's crazy? The way that I am, it's still not etched in stone. I still have to do an amazing job every day. Yeah, that's just ingrained in me.
Well, sometimes they have hours to work on their story, and other times they have what seems like mere seconds. Regardless, the nominees in editor, news, and sports know it's their finishing touches that bring the story to life.
William Hartub, Fox 29. Michael Henry, CBS Philadelphia. James Rigg, Fox 29.
And the award goes to Michael Henry, CBS Philadelphia.
Not taking action and not getting involved in solving the problem created this monster. We just want a different narrative, and it starts with our kids.
All we're seeing is nothing but, violence, violence, violence. We're not discussing solutions enough.
Day after day, many young black men wake up fearing they've lost a friend or a loved one.
Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Well, before our next award, can we just give a round of applause and thank our student presenters, Hempfield High School, all of them behind here, doing all the hard work behind the scenes. Great job, and thanks for keeping things going for us. Okay, and now we've come to our final award of the evening, the Best Picture moment, if you will. It's the award for overall excellence. It honors a media outlet's overall operations, from content to community and everything in between. Check out this year's nominees.
WPXI Overall Excellence, Kevin Hayes. WNEP Overall Excellence, Julie Eisenman. WTAE TV, Charles W. Wolferts III. WQED Multimedia, Deborah Ackland, Lily Moscow, Mike Woroszewski. CBS Philadelphia, Kelly Frank.
Okay, and the award goes to, for overall excellence, CBS Philadelphia.
A part of the organization, they wanted to share their stories, and they found solace in each other.
My son was married, he wanted to be married, he wanted kids, like all of these things has been taken away from me. I've been alive.
To have someone yanked away, to have someone taken away abruptly and killed, that's a
There's a lot of celebration here, and I'll tell you what, let's get more celebrations going. That concludes the 41st Annual Mid-Atlantic Regional Emmy Awards. Now please join us upstairs for the chapter's after party. On behalf of the Natus Mid-Atlantic Board of Governors, thank you for joining us, and congratulations to all of tonight's nominees and recipients. Safe travels, and good night.